say I'm from Sapele. Now that we are able to elevate more, we can say most of that Sapele.
Yes, sir.
We say more than yes,
The journey to the Nigeria Senate began. The good people of Delta Central Senatorial District were not left out towards the forthcoming general election. Chief Senator Ighoyotaamori, an aspirant of the People Democratic Party (PDP), who is widely acknowledged as most capable among others, contest for quality representation. Chief Senator Amori visit PDP leaders in Sapele local government. During the consultation visit, Chief Senator Amori assured the PDP leaders of his capacity to represent the good people of Delta Central Senatorial District come 2023. Chief Amori's keynote address as to why some people make him enemy. It was as a result of some of his decision that didn't favor some of them politically, but, as a decision maker, a man must take decision on issue. If you don't want smoke, please stay away from fire. Chief Amori pleaded with those his decision didn't favor and believe it wasn't intentional all, he added.
That is why I encourage them to make noise. We are not in the myself, I'm not in the voluntary because the comfort here alone. But I want to thank the leadership of Sapele for starting very fair in so many situations. And I want to thank Udukwe. I want to thank Udukwe for being very fair. You see, because I'm contesting, I may not be able to do so many things. It's Udukwe, you have over-impressed me too. But there are so many other aspirants here. So, but for me and you, it is you I will serve. That's when the Bible says, for me, like God now will serve. You have done very, very well. That's the honest truth. You see, people live according to their names. When they say Udukwe, they are really Udukwe. And please don't relent. Continue to defend the Sapele people in any sphere you find yourself. Continue to defend your people at all times. It matters a lot. The essence of any representation is to stand firm and defend the people. I also want to tell Dr. Anita, because see, many things, people don't know many things that happen. But Anita stood very, very firm. This Jerusalem that we are very close to, we are very close to Jerusalem. I want to thank you again because the Delta Central 2023 and the Delta Political Vanguard we merge to achieve something, and I think we are very, very close. Very, very close. We stood firm to say we want the governorship in Delta Central. We were bombarded, people threw punches at us, call all sorts of names. Some of them don't even greet me now. But we stood firm that this is something we must do. All the big noise we can before, people were in the fields. Some are gradually started going down. And today, I think we reduced the number to 3 by the power of Odokoi and Dr. Anita. endorsed by Eri and myself, and Margaret Nikendo, and so many people I am seeing here today. That come 2023, the governor must come from data center.
Amen.
If that is that possible, that today we are counting days already, the primaries will be done, and a governor from data center must underline emerge. I think it's a big achievement. So I want to thank you and thank the data political bankers for the huge support that they gave to this C23 for promoting the governorship coming to the data center. But having said that, my coming today really is to plead with you. I'm pleading with Sapele people. I have been to Sapele before. I've visited our chairman, I've visited our chairman, and all the delegates. But these delegates, they are made by leaders. Leaders make the delegates. And the leaders that make the delegates are leaders that come to the south. When Eri was doing mention, said that Councillor this 19 area, Councillor 11 area, Councillor this area. Eri is not the councillor, but all the councillors have been mentioned, they have been trusted. The councillors, they are delegates, even though I have sent them, or somebody made them delegates. So I believe that it is good that I come to talk to the determiners of our political future. Who are the determiners? They are the leaders. In my place, I am a leader. I'm also a delegate, and I also make delegates. But on this occasion, I am the one asking to be supported to go to the Senate. In the time past, I have been to the Senate before. I have been there for several months. I know all the nitty-gritty of the Senate. And since I went to Abuja, I've not left Abuja. I have been at the National Secretariat of the party. I have served the former chairman, national chairman of the party, Amodu Shele. I have also served the next national chairman of the party, Alhaji McAfee, former governor of Kaduna State. I've also served with Uche Secondus. And today, I am seeing a standing national officer of the party, the deputy national organizing secretary. If I am contesting, I can be in Abuja right now, processing and determining the fate of all aspirants and contestants nationwide. That position I will be there until I go to the Senate. The law does not allow us to resign to contest election because we are elected, we are not appointed. The law says only those appointed. Even those appointed by the constitution are supposed to resign 30 days before the election. 30 days, that is the law. 30 days, not before primaries, 30 days before the election. That is the true position. But well, this is Nigeria. Many things can happen. That is why you see people who are serving ministers. They are political appointees. They are still there. They have not left. And they will be there to contest in the primary until they win. And in the main election, which is next year, before they can resign. Find me in the state, in the Ekiti state. The others have been doing it. So there's no fear. The constitution provides that. That is why all those contestants are national security. Nobody is resigning, and we will not resign until we are close to the election. But for me, I have come to plead with Sapele to support me to go to the Senate. I am known to all of you. I am very, very matured. And you all know me. You know my good part, you know my bad part. My bad part is that, having been in government since 1998, in PDP since 1998 to today, I have presided over so many people's faith. How can I'm not even Jesus Christ? I'm not God. Why would I not make mistake? I'm not one not to make mistake. You make some mistake, and the mistake is in the mind of the person. What I consider as probably right may be wrong in your own estimation, and that is the mistake. If not, I have not deliberately decided to undo any person. I give one practical and the truth example. When we started the race in 1999, Chief Abila and Ibuya, they were contesting the chairmanship of Sapele local government. This was 1999. So, very tight contest. In fact, Anila was coasting home. That is the truth. You know, we all went to Asaba. But Ibuya were co-councillor in 1987. Co-councillor. The father was my oga when I was working in Johor. So I know the father long before I know Monday Lugeboya, who became a councillor with me in 1987. So somehow he was closer to me, and I was in a position to probably assist him. I was the person assisting. It is not a hatred for Anila at that time, but this is two things. Somebody was closer to you, from the father to the son to myself, and I err on the side of Ibuya. And Ibuya miraculously won as the chairman of the council, meaning that Anila had been denied the chairmanship of the council. So Ibuya becomes my friend, Anila becomes my enemy to another. That I have done for so many people, including this Africa, you are saying yes, so many people. Including Otoku, I can name you. One by one, I have to say one by one. This is the same thing. Chairman, they involved. One or the other, I have taken decision that is in their favor. And by being in their favor, it's also against other people. So why we are not make enemies? That's why enemy starts. Political enemies. I have political enemies, you also have political enemies, unless you are not taking decision presiding over the fate of people. So if you don't want the smoke, stay away from the kitchen. Once you are in a position to take decision on people, then you must have political enemies. But that is just all. Now, I also remember, Eric, in 2007 or so, during the he came with a new style of campaign. Beautiful big boss, the other is rich, everything. But somehow, you cannot lose our governor, and also lose another thing. He was very reluctant. I forced him. I forced him to go to our Sapele. I forced him to go to our
Ati Abotaina.
After that was part of Napoleon's plan. His mind was governorship. But when the thing was not working, he said, come and do that. So I pushed it out of her. That placed him in the national political map today. That has not been. Then Eddie wanted to become governor. Same thing. The same thing happened. Things were not going on. I was begging Eddie, come and go to the Senate. I begged him to come and go to the Senate. Come and go to the Senate. Come and go to the Senate. But they made up his mind there. What he wants is governor, not Senate. If not, this is how Ifrakia came from nowhere to become senator. Ifrakia never bought for, never did anything. Just, in fact, he didn't even know. He didn't know no campaign, no poster, no nothing, no primary. So, he was looking to, in fact, he came to my house in Asaba for our meeting. From there, in fact, we bought the phone for him a day late. The phone was closed because he was not expecting it. What happened? He just retired from the University of Benin at that time as a professor. And that time they were looking for people with credentials. Come. In fact, he was looking someone. I went to him. Said, come and go to the city. Took his phone, started filling it. Before you know it, no primary, no poster. If you like, I went to the city. So somehow, I have also assisted people to become something. But there's no need for me to talk about you. Yeah, you know. It's happening here. People pursue Odebala. Now I'm bringing Odebala back again as for assembly. That's why it became as for assembly. The primary he lost. Officially, because when I came to do the primary, he had 2 votes. So, you see, then Oliver left the party. So, bring Oliver back to the party again. You know what happened? Then I brought him back to the party again. People in the workforce said over their dead bodies. I brought him back to the party. And he became a chairman of the council again. I'm not trying. I'm not trying.
No challenge!
Also, I was also offending people. I'm trying to change the history of my political offense. So, if you want, that's why I'm saying, if you don't want the smoke, don't go near the kitchen at all. You must, you see, once you're in a position to take a decision on people, you must offend people. Exactly. You must offend people. So, whoever that have offended one or the other, please forgive me. And I'm not going to stop offending you. People that care for forgiveness yet, I won't stop offending people because I must take decision. I must know how, I must take decision. I cannot sit in as I have never lost election in Sapele, whether in primary or in main election. Sapele has stood by me in so many ways. Well, this is my home. This is where I grew up. This is where I attended school. This is where I call home. Before I developed Motoga to become Motoga, when they ask you where you are from, you say, I'm from Sapele. Now that you are able to live in Motoga, we can say Motoga, Sapele. Yes, Sapele. We say Motoga, yes, Sapele. We see before. We want to make sure Motoga. Where you come from Sapele, where you come from Sapele. But now we too don't improve. And we let people don't change now. Road there for Africa, light there, water there. So you can phone anywhere now. You can go there to anywhere. We are northern. We are in between Sapele and Benin and Warri. So we can be proud to say, yes, I'm from Mosoga, but near Sapele.
Yes, Sapele.
Yes, Sapele. Now, on the other one, we believe, because if you take probably more than 100 years for Mosoga to attain the side of Sapele, so we continue to use Sapele as our home. Yeah. Our home. Because this is still the home ground. I'm a landlord here. I have investment in Sapele here. This is the blood in me is still Sapele blood. We believe that if Sapele is developed, it will speak back to Mosoga. It will speak back to Mosoga. The other day when I went to the chairman of the delegate, I told them that one of the things which is still burning in me, that if God gives me power again, the power can come in any way. I may not be governor, but it could be somebody who is close to me as governor, which we are very, very close to. One thing I will insist on the governor to do is to go and tear Obadela and tear Ogbaja into pieces. When I say tear into pieces, you see, I grew up in Obadela. We live our first life in Ogbaja. The one next to me was born in Ogbaja. Obadela is my home. I lived in Beregakopa for years. So, yeah, now to say that's our area. So, and I still, you see, that Obadela blood is still in me till today. Sometimes I feel bad that I that big cast man. I cannot use my leg to navigate all the premises of Obadela, which was very, very sweet for me at that time. You know, before we jump around from all the corners, that would be the Obadela boys. We Obadela boys. Some of you may not know Captain Blood. You were not born there. Captain Blood. That would be Obadela boys, and that be our home. So all the corners of Obadela, we know. But at that time, we thought we were real Obadela. We didn't know the real meaning of Obadela. We think by being Konakona and Adi Obadela. But we want to turn that urban area and Gwaja to real urban area. A governor of Delta State, any day he comes to Sapele to talk, the first thing I'm going to preach to him, and some of you that go and really turn urban area and Gwaja to urban area. God in those days, in Benin, there's nothing like urban area. It's only in Sapele that you see this urban area. When I started developing Mosoga, urban Mosoga used to be like that. I started Chenny Road. There was no single road. I started Chenny Road. in Moscow, Cherry Road anyhow, destroyed people's houses. They were abusing me, I was abusing them. Now you can drive motor through anywhere in Moscow now. So try to reduce that misconception of an urban area. So urban area must be urban area. From outside road, station is happier way to commercial avenue. Yes. Happier way. All this Christmas road, they must be real Christmas. Straight. They must be real Christmas. Straight. You dualize the road. It's not difficult to do because the houses they are not big houses. They are not near this one. So we can pay compensation. It's only hand like that we cannot pay compensation. We do flyover. We do flyover. So all the houses in Obaleda, my family house is still there. Just one straight to Bafasi. One to Bafasi. Then from outside road to commercial avenue, something like that. Then the mighty roundabout, fountain, and playground. That is when you know Sapele developing. Ugbajaon. If they give me make I do Ugbajaon, because I go down with another mind. So this is see how urban area should be urban area. Urban area should be urban area. I don't feel talk that one. No. See, this is how urban area should be urban area. Dissect the place. Dissect the place so that people can you drive from outside of straight like that. That's when you know a town is actually developing. Not urban. See, I go to see them for urban. No, that's not urban at all. And that is why we are very, very close to somebody who do it for us. We are very close to somebody who do it for us. Somebody with the spirit of Sapele, the spirit of this area in mind to do it. It's not just being in government, you must have the spirit of it's that when your government will last. When you do something that is pronounced, is seen, then you say, who do I understand this person down? So urban area and Ugbaja must be dissected anyhow. So that we street light. So that we go there and know yes, we are in a place. That is my mind. Now, there are things I know we have been crying for. Sapele pot. Every day Sapele pot. You see, I was trained with this Sapele Okunao. That was the biggest industry. And then we learn small things. I got that Okuna, go do a lot of things. The Sapele pot is a big problem to us. Today, what Sapele was known for, you know, during Christmas, the only way we know Christmas when the Okuna Sando, all those ones are gone. That will take no Christmas. The Sapele pot is very, very important to all of us. We want it. You see, don't think it is impossible. It takes one man to make things happen. Just one man. Somebody must, if you have an idea and you drive the idea, if you push the idea to finish. Things that you believe is impossible has become possible. Whoever thought that there will be a higher institution in Moscow? Nobody thought of it. It's not in our dream. It takes just one man to do it. Whoever thought that it's going to be a rose in Moscow? Anyhow. Nobody thought of it. No. Today we are being mentioned. Our names are being mentioned everywhere. You can drive to, in fact, the last 30 years, there's no road in Moscow. So, of course, we are okay. Because the roads have been there. Prepared there. So, it's one man. The will. Once you have the will to do it, you will do it. I am telling you, there's something, this Sapele Stadium, people may not know how this Sapele Stadium. I was one of the prime movers. If not, I will not credit to me alone. How the Sapele Stadium? How it became a modern stadium? They were doing what this stadium? They were doing at our stadium. Where is Sapele Stadium? It was almost the last stadium. I pushed back, push. I had to go to Ighoyotaamori. That's why this Sapele Stadium came. So you must fight for something. Fight for something. Even if the stadium is abandoned, we should have a governor who will look at our interests. Opolitawale bọ̀ ọmọ ti tàwájú nù. Ọ̀dà tàwájú nù. Ọ̀nà ọ̀jà náà opolitawale bọ̀ ọ̀ tàwájú nù. Ọ̀dà tàwájú nù. The next 8 years, oh God, all I ask for is good health. The next 8 years. That's all I ask for is good health. You see, it's going to be by thunder, by fire. Whoever wants to become governor, make it ready for us. Ọjọ́ náà mi sọ̀rọ̀ ọgbọ́n ti governor, ó ń gbòdì mẹ́tàlá wálé. Because ọ̀ká mílẹ̀, you will know that he's there as the governor, but we are the governors. Whoever my past decision has affected negatively should forgive me and support me. I mean well. I mean well. I also need a place to stand so that I can move the world. I need a place to stand and move the world. Senate is not a child's play. It's a place where people talk to people understand. There is nobody, almost every person at the Senate there now, they are my classmates. Every person there. People who are even junior to me in school. What I mean school? In the senior school. Then one who are there now, they were sitting behind me in the Senate before. Today the Senate president. Oh no, who is that person in the Senate that cannot walk to, that cannot talk to? Nobody. There's nobody. Because they also respect my maturity, they also respect myself. My name is a recording decimal. So it's clear. My name is not just a name, you just say no, just a close. I don't see. I really don't believe. Probably like that now. That the only individual and the out there. Take it away now. Take it away now. Because I believe that I have lived a life where I can talk to people. The people will understand. It's a mature place. It's a mature place. If not the party, for the party area, I'm ready. Because I don't keep you for the